And I can't represent myself. I am myself. I'm a Moorish American national.
You don't just come in and say, I'm my own country, I'm going to do what I want. So you're going to jail.
A man who identified as a sovereign citizen recently found out the hard way that showing disrespect in a courtroom has serious consequences. This individual had already missed 3 court appearances, delaying his case repeatedly as if it didn't matter. At first, the judge showed patience, even giving him the benefit of the doubt a few months ago. But by this point, the judge had clearly run out of leniency. During this latest hearing, the judge firmly took control of the situation. He addressed the delays and the disrespect directly, making it clear that the court would not tolerate any more disruptions. What followed was a strong, decisive response from the bench, one that served as a clear reminder that courtrooms are places of order and accountability. The judge delivered a fair but firm decision, bringing the matter back on track. Let's take a closer look at how the situation unfolded and how the court handled it, with professionalism and authority.
He has 3 separate driving suspended charges that were scheduled for jury trial. File 21213ST alleges driving suspended second offense on January 31st, 2021 here in St. Joseph County. File 202073 alleges driving suspended on September 17th here in St. Joseph County. I think there may be a speeding charge with that. File 202653 also charges driving suspended second offense and forgery and speeding. All those matters were scheduled for jury trial today, November 10th. Mr. Morrow Bay wishes to represent himself on these matters. He has a perspective on the Michigan Motor Vehicle Code that disagrees with the state's version of it, but he didn't want an attorney and didn't wish to have representation. He wanted to represent himself in all of these matters. So we treated him like an attorney. We set the matter for a final pretrial to prepare for jury trial. And he didn't show up. So there are presently 3 arrest warrants for Mr. Morrow Bay's arrest for failing to appear for duly scheduled last pretrials about 3 weeks ago. We don't show up on the morning of trial with a basket full of papers and inconvenience 30 to 50 jurors who have to come in and hear your case and several witnesses without preparing for it. So we scheduled a pretrial conference and you didn't show up. So I've called off the jurors for today and the prosecutor has called off all the witnesses. And there are currently 3 separate warrants for your arrest for failing to appear. But you're here now.
I think I was unaware.
We sent that to the address that you gave us. And if you're representing yourself, you need to act like you're representing yourself. We sent you duly notice to your Sage Street address in Kalamazoo. The same notice you got for this.
I don't live there anymore, and I can't represent myself. I am myself.
All right, well, I'm not clairvoyant. I don't know that you moved. So, Mr. McNair, you're driving me crazy. I'm gonna put you in the waiting room. You're walking all over the place and flashing the screen and giving me vertigo, and you're sideways and upside down. So I'll be with you in a bit. Don't go away. Yes, that's your position. Then you're not doing a very good job of it because you didn't tell me where you lived. You didn't show up for a pretrial while we prepared for this. And now you come rolling in with a hat on the morning that your 30 or 40 jurors are supposed to be here. That's not a very good way to do business.
It's my religious headdress. I'm a Moorish American national.
Yes, I recall.
The judge was absolutely right in this situation, and honestly, it's something that's always been puzzling. Many people who claim to be sovereign citizens show up to court dressed casually wearing hoodies, hats, and looking as if they just rolled out of bed. Surprising, especially considering they're facing serious charges. You'd think. If someone is appearing before a judge, it'd at least make an effort to dress appropriately and show respect for the courtroom. After all, this is a legal setting, and the judge clearly does have authority here. What's even more frustrating is that this person had already missed 3 previous court dates. So it makes sense why the judge's patience had run out. If someone wants to be taken seriously even with arguments that the court may not accept, the least they could do is present themselves as if they care about the outcome. But instead, it often feels like they're setting themselves up to fail. Almost like they're not taking the process seriously at all. In this case, it's no surprise the judge had enough.
All right.
Proven jurisdiction to begin with.
Ms. Davis is here
I'm still waiting for
on
jurisdiction.
behalf of the prosecutor's office. Ms. Davis, you have any thought on this?
Your Honor, I would ask that he be held in contempt for failing to appear at the last pretrial. I would also ask that an order enter regarding discovery if all of these items that he's holding on to are intended to be used as exhibits at the trial. I would like to have copies of those so that we can be prepared. Also, I'd like to have our motion for joinder of the cases heard so we can settle that matter prior to choosing the jury and having another date set.
Right in the middle of my busy arraignment morning when I have 14 people waiting to be arraigned, that probably won't work out too good.
If we
But
get
it's
an
all on
updated
him.
address.
He didn't show up. He also got notice of your motion. Mr. Morrow Bay, do you have documents that you were going to present as part of your defense?
I mean, I mailed in documents and I never got a response.
Well, did you have some? Do you have some you wish to present?
I mailed in an affidavit to you more than once, and this is also my legal notice for my lawful name change. Because I put it on the record that I'm a Moorish American national and I'm not American or a U.S. citizen, excuse me. I'm a man of the land. I'm native to the land. So so a lot of these rules that the state of Michigan is creating is not applicable to me, unfortunately.
You're enjoying this kind of content. Feel free to give it a like and subscribe to the channel. Really helps support what we're doing. Now, let's get back to the video.
And I was trying to be respectful to the court and let the court know since the beginning in a respectful manner. And I have lots of documentation to prove it.
All right. I want you to take Mr. Perdue into custody.
Okay.
We're going to execute the 3 bench warrants that are currently out for his arrest for contempt. We'll take him to jail and we'll make an arrangement later to discuss.
Are you arresting me right now?
Right.
Wow.
Okay.
I have time to do it now.
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Mr. Perdue, you're going to jail, the St. Joe County Jail here in St. Joe County, and I'm going to hold on to you in lieu of 3 $1,000 bonds till we can review your contempt and the other things we need to deal with. But if you're going to represent yourself, you need to do it right. You need to show up when you're supposed to show up. You need to follow the rules of evidence and procedure. You don't just come in and say, I'm my own country, I'm going to do what I want. So you're going to jail.
I was unaware.
The bond is $3,000 per file, and I will talk with you later. So right now you're going to the St. Joe County Jail. All right,
Thank
we'll
you.
deal with him, Deborah, when we have more time.
Thank
But he's clearly in contempt. And he is his own person, so he isn't representing himself, he is himself. We'll see if we can sort that out.
That was genuinely satisfying to watch. This hearing stood out from others I've covered, mainly because of how well Judge Middleton handled the situation. He stayed calm, firm, and in complete control of his courtroom from start to finish. He gave the individual a chance to speak, which might actually help the court in the long run, because when it comes time for sentencing, all of those statements can be used as part of the case. The way Judge Middleton addressed the situation was direct and professional. He even called the sheriff's office during the hearing too. Have the man taken into custody immediately. What's astonishing is that this person came to court after having 3 warrants for missing previous hearings, yet still tried to argue a bizarre legal theory claiming he's not subject to U.S. law because he doesn't identify as an American citizen. At the same time, he admits he wants to live here because it's the best country in the world. The contradiction is hard to miss. It's honestly surprising to see people continue to push these ideas in 2025, a decade or two ago. Many of us thought society would be more advanced by now, but in some ways, it feels like things have gone backward. With the rise of the internet and so many different voices online, misinformation can spread quickly, and some people end up completely out of touch with reality. Still, it's interesting to watch how the court system deals with these situations. Judge Middleton, in particular, handled this case with composure and authority. He really didn't give the man any room to derail the hearing. It was a great example of how a judge can stay professional while holding people accountable. But I'd love to hear your thoughts. Do you think the judge was too firm, or did he do exactly what was needed? Let me know in the comments, and thank you so much for watching. Take care, everyone.